G'day folks, I'm Mitchell Dale, this is Martin Lenihan and you're watching Rugby League Week TV's Good Week, Bad Week for the last regular season round of the year. Now, number 3 for Good Week, Andrew McCulloch and Nathan Friend, the only two blokes to rack up 1,000 tackles this year. Phenomenal effort.
Incredible, mate. Yeah, a couple of hookers there. Both guys just absolutely worked their heart out. I think it's become a real trademark of the guys around the ruck in the NRL. The hookers tend to chalk up a heap of tackles. These two guys were the only ones that went past 1,000, plugged plenty of holes for their teams. Phenomenal seasons for both of them. And
an honourable mention, of course, to Matt Ballin, who would have gone very close if he didn't miss the last 1.5 games of the season. He may well have got over the line as well. Number 2 in Good Week this week, Tony Williams. Can you tell me how he got off on a shoulder charge when others haven't been so lucky?
Mate, I wish I could tell you, but no, I can't. I was pretty fired up last week about Dylan Napper getting charged for his hit on John Sutton. I got no idea about Tony Rex. T-Rex, I should say, folks. Let us know, somebody, please. How do you do a shoulder charge like that and get off when other guys are getting a week, 2 weeks? They want to crack down on it. You've got to crack down on everybody. Can't work that one out.
No. And number 1 is the Broncos this week. Didn't win, but it didn't matter in the end when a few other sides fell over at the last hurdle. Very tough weekend for them, watching a few other games, but very good week for them in that they're still alive.
Absolutely. It didn't start out as a good week. They didn't take care of their part of the assignment against the Storm, but obviously Para going down and Penrith beating the Warriors by the right amount of points. Bingo, in the finals, head to Townsville, and you've got to give them a chance.
I give them a bit of chance. I mean, they're going up there as underdogs, but they get Sam Thaiday back. If they can hold the Cowboys in the middle, who knows? They've been a revelation since Justin Hodges has gone back to fullback.
They have unbelievable form. Look, the backline's starting to look really good there. It'll be a fantastic game. These two sides had some really good finals over the years. Townsville will be going off. It'll be an absolute ripper.
There you go. That's it. That's 3, 2 and 1 for this week for Good Week. Okay, whatever goes up must come down. Here's our top 3 for Bad Week. Kicking it off at number 3 with the Eels. Their second week in a row they've been in Bad Week. The final spot was at their mercy against Canberra, and they just couldn't do it.
Just playing the tape again from last week. I mean, really went to Canberra against their old coach, everything to play for. I think the performance was worse than the week before, and that's saying something. Canberra, look, these teams that want to finish the year on a high was always going to be tough. I don't think we were saying it was a gimme for the Eels, but absolutely terrible again. Defence was woeful, played a bit of footy in the second half, gave their fans a little bit of hope of a wild comeback, but very poor finish to the year.
Yeah, that's right. Canberra are tough, and they were they were up for it, the Raiders. But geez, that try to Josh McCrone to take him out to 32 points. That was schoolboy stuff. So number 3 in this week for Bad Week is the Eels. Leads us to number 2, Dylan Napa. It is a bad week because he misses 2 weeks. It could have been a worse week. He could have found himself in number 1 spot if he would have got the 4.
Yeah, he went to the judiciary, took a chance, was going to go to 4 weeks. Look, as I said, I was pretty fired up about this. I don't think he should be missing any games at all. Obviously, in this star-studded Roosters team, you don't want to be giving a sucker an even break, as they say. If they win their first game, you can only get back for the first grand final, for the grand final, I should say. And if they go out in straight sets, no more games for Napa this year. So, yeah, you'd have to say a bad week.
Yeah, it comes on top of it. He was pretty unlucky to miss out on the 17 last year, played a fair few games for the Roosters. He may well find himself missing out again this year. Number 1 this week for Bad Week is Manly. Now, not because they lost to North Queensland, but because they earned the right for a home final. And that home final is less than 3 kilometres away from their opponent's home ground in Redfern. So how is Allianz a home game for Manly?
Not much of an advantage there, is it? They came second, didn't go into the finals in the best form, but finished on top of South. I think it was meant to be a home advantage. Townsville, great advantage for them. Melbourne, we've got the team that came second, almost won the minor premiership. As you said, they play in the heart of South Sydney territory pretty much there. Manly fans, please, you're not renowned for travelling. Your ticket will get you on some public transport. Get over there, get behind this team. It's not fair. They should be playing at Brookvale Oval, but they need a lot of support.
Yeah, that's right. Look, you can guarantee, I reckon there'll be close to 20,000 Souths fans there, so Manly just need to match it. So there you go. They finished second on the ladder, but they don't seem to get much of a home advantage for the semi-finals. So number 1 for Bad Week this week is the poor Manly Sea Eagles.